is Mattjestic Gaming here, and I'm here today to bring you another Dota chess queen guide. Today we're going to be looking at a very interesting guide here. A lot of people have been asking me about this, and I have been keen on making this guide whenever ready. So after the new updates, I felt it's necessary we try this particular build. And the Twitch chat was also very excited for us to be playing this particular build. As you can see down there, there's a Twitch chat box, because while this game is recorded, we are running live on Twitch, and that is why we have a Twitch chat box over there. Otherwise, I would have removed the chat box to give you guys a better coverage of the whole replay. So just bear with me with the chat box, because it was recorded with the chat box. So now, what is this particular guide? This is an open fort strategy. This is open fort after the update, after the most recent update. I felt that I would do an open fort after all the updates to give you guys a full coverage of what it's like after the update and after people have really gotten used to the meta of the game. So we're going to the game. Currently, what makes me want to do the open fort, because someone discussed this open fort earlier as in a chat box with me, and I realized, hey, I've been saying I want to give you guys an open fort guide, and this is the perfect chance to do it. So a few things with the open fort strategy. You want elves, you want druids. Two reasons why. Because the elves and the druids are the powerhouse in the mid game. Open fort strategy really excels in the mid game. It doesn't do that well in the late game, because people have a complete build like trolls, and people have a complete build, even knights or goblins, that really crushes any build that's not a late game build. So with the open fort strategy, it has to excel in the mid game to be a superpower. So you stop losing health and you start climbing back from the bottom to upwards in terms of leaderboard. And what open fort strategy usually provides is it provides you to end up in the top 3 position. And why would you say, hey, maybe I can play top 3 position anyways, I don't need the open fort strategy? What I feel the open fort strategy is that it's not a guaranteed top 3 strategy, but what it does is it gives you a safety break. When you have really bad rolls on round 4, round 5, you can plan to go to open fort like I did here. This is a semi-open fort because I still have some units on the board. I prioritized in keeping units that I needed instead of prioritizing in terms of gold. I feel I can save 1 or 2 more gold, or even have 5 more gold by the end of 10 rounds or 5 rounds. But if I really need a key piece of a unit, I think the unit value is more than the gold. So over here we can see, and I'm going to move my mouse slightly, we can see on round 5 I'm on 10 gold. You can be on higher, but not at 20 gold, I feel. So it's okay for me to keep a few units. What really changes is the gold slowly build up because you save up interest and you save up the losing streak. I have a few units, and the units I'm looking to keep for the open fort again are elves and druids. The particular high roll I'm looking for is the lone druid, but the roles and the units I'll be keeping in mind are the enchantress, shrine protector, nature's prophet, anti-mage, and Luna. Those are a few key pieces. If I get a Templar assassin, if I get a lone druid, those are top roles for us. So a few things I want to introduce with the open fort strategy is that on this particular round, most open fort strategy would have 20 gold, and for us, I value my units more than the actual gold here. So I didn't sell my enchantress, didn't sell my nature's prophet, because I feel it's going to be so much harder to be looking for them later when I level up. Simply being 1-star unit reduce rate, 1-cost unit really reduce the rate as you level up, you build it, and so is 2-cost unit. They become less likely to be found after level 5. So at level 6 you reduce the chance of finding 2-cost units. We're going to skip a little bit, and again, because it's an open fort strategy, we will be losing constantly, and we really want to lose actually. We don't want to lose too badly. As you can see here, I'm selling a few of my units, and I want to keep a few units on the board to get lucky by killing 1 or 2 units. If we don't, it's okay. I'm running any synergy I can find. Here I found the beast synergy for 10% extra attack. The goal here again is to keep a multiple of 10 every round. You want to be on as high saving as you can to really stack up the savings and losing streak income. Now here we have a few different region of view. And here I'm just looking at my game. I was like, please just kill one. Each unit we kill really helps us to stay alive, because after round 15 we'll be looking at below 30% health, and that's when it's most scary for us. So here I'm showing you guys I'm earning base income, interest, and let me just go there, pause for you guys. Base income, interest. I don't get the winning round, I'll get the losing streak. Right now I'm only on 1 gold losing streak. Again, I'm prioritizing keeping elves because I know I'm gonna need 6 elves. So even if it's a pack, I might keep it, but at the same time I know pack is one of the worst elves I want to keep. And knowing that I have a new Marauder, I'm actually more inclined to use Marauder in my 6 lineup of as elves, that is. Here we're losing, which is very standard. We actually killed a few units, which is very nice. So again, here, I'm not prioritizing putting more pieces, I'm prioritizing putting the right amount of gold for more saving. And again, I can have a pack here, but I didn't feel pack was essential that I lose 1 gold of income. The essential units again are Enchantress, Natural's Prophet, Train Protector, Anti-Mage, and Luna for me. And of course the top rows of a Templar Assassin and Lone Druid is just so rewarding and so important for us. Very so for the Lone Druid, not so for the Templar. Templar is one of the 6 elves we're definitely about, because she really spikes once you have 43% evasion and refraction. She actually out tank. So this is the round I want to show you guys. On round 10, what happened is we found a Lone Druid. I was so happy here, you can see my face there. I start smiling with that grin, and I just can't stop smiling because that was a crucial piece. And I'm going to pause here for 2 things. One thing is one to highlight is at this particular round, we have 2% chance of finding a purple unit, but knowing it's about 13-14 purple unit, it's just so hard to find a Lone Druid on this particular round when we just hit level 5. That's why it's so rare for us to find this Lone Druid, and that was the key for this successful open fort strategy. In other builds, other open fort builds, what's going to happen is likely we're going to level to level 6 with the interest we saved after 50 gold, and we're going to level to level 7 with the interest before we start rolling for the Lone Druid, for highest Lone Druid chance. Because Lone Druid is what brings this open fort strategy together with the Druid spikes. But on the side note, knowing that I got a Lone Druid at level 5, it changes my open fort strategy. Because we want to be dynamic here. We know we want 1-star Enchantress, we know we want 2-star Druids. So at level 5 we have the highest rates for the Druids. So here you can see me smiling on the screen. Actually you guys can't see me because this picture is covering that picture over there. But yeah, what's happening is I'm smiling really widely because of the Lone Druid, and we're chatting with the Twitch chat and we're really happy about it. You can see the Twitch chat over there. So we lost 2 golems fully, we didn't get any item. We lost all 3 golems, so that's okay. Half of the time open fort will lose the golems. So the key here is I'm going to stay on level 5 to roll for my Druids. I'm going to fast forward a little bit because this round is not rolling and we'll just be losing. And what happens here is I'm rolling for my Druids, trying to find my Enchantress, my tier. We just got an Enchantress upgrade, by the way, to 3-star because of the Lone Druid. That's the spikes I'm looking for. And here I'm stacking 3 elves, which is not that big of a deal because, you know, any efficiency is great. Here we're just trying to have some decent units so we don't lose that much health. We know we're still going to lose though. Yeah, I'm going to skip a little bit. We're still enjoying the 3 gold per round losing streak while we're not losing too much compared to other open fort, which is very good. But even though knowing that after round 12 we're down to 42%. So right now it's about the time I really want to add up a few new units. I'm rolling on level 5 for the Druids, but unfortunately for us, we're not getting any Druids. So this is very unfortunate for us, and I'm a little shocked how unlucky we are. We only got a Marauder here. I even rolled once more and I've still got nothing. So I had to sell the king. So yeah, here we're still losing, but because we have a 3-star, we lose a little less. When I just said that, the Venomans and the Lone Druid is like, nope, take some more summons. And here again, we're rolling on level 5 simply because I want the higher rate of 2 stars. Usually in open fort strategy, you'd be on level 7 rolling for the Lone Druids, but they would have so much more 2-star druids compared to I do at this stage. Yeah, we found a Marana, which is very nice first. Notice how even though I was lucky with the lone druid, I wasn't lucky with the other druids. 1-star and 1-star. And this one was nice, but we'll be saving Enchantress since round 1. Round 14, we're down to 29% right now. That means we're basically just below the threshold of 30. We want to be above 30, and here I'm telling the Twitch chat that over here I can sell a few units to make up my gold, because I still want lots of gold to go to level 7 and level 8 really quickly. I want to hit this massive spike while people are still saving up, while people are still getting their units up. Because this is the spike I'll be hitting and climbing my way back from the bottom to the top. In case you guys didn't know the open fort strategy, this open fort translation was a direct translation from the Chinese proverbs. It was a long story. Maybe I'll share with you guys on a bonus clip why it's called open fort, because it goes with a part of Chinese history. Here, round 15, we're going to reverse, and we're going to win round 15 with a bit of nice positioning. In case you guys wanted to see, I'll show you the positioning. So here is the positioning. The range units are usually at the back. The units you want to take even damage are here, and that should do most of the time. For wolves, that is. Because we're quite weak as our open fort, because we still haven't spiked. This is a round we're going to spike. I'm going to spike with 200 plus ping here, which is fine, I'm used to it. When spiking, I mean we finding another 2-star. And after that, having looked at my units, I know I'm really short on time and I want my 6 elves. This is a particular reason. After getting my 6 elves, what I can do is I can level up and I can have a nice lineup of 6 elves and a 3-star enchantress. Because 6 elves gives us so much evasion, usually we'll win this round with ease. I'm going to give a few items to enchantress because I feel she is the crucial piece for us right now. And now we'll be witnessing, or what you'll be watching is we'll be winning many rounds from round 16. So if you wanted to counter this particular strategy, there's a few ways. Most involves spending lots of gold at round 16, 21 and 26 to counter this strategy. You're not defeating the open fort, but you're not losing too hard and too badly on it. And here, unfortunately enough, just when we said we want to be strong, we're not strong enough. Because this Jaw Ranger actually has a Master Menace and she shot through our evasion. So yeah, we lost some health, but it's okay. Because I know I can only be stronger. And here we go. More quality of life upgrades. Each 2-star we get makes us so much stronger with evasion. We're rolling again. We're keeping all the units we find. Here I really need to decide what units I want and what I don't want. Again, I'll show you guys something particular here. Notice how the preparation time is finished and I still have extra unit on the field. What I found out through experience is that the 5 seconds after the preparation, so the ready 5 seconds, if you have gold, you can level up your builder to a level so that you don't get a unit flying back to you. So this lone druid or any other random unit would have fly back to me, but because I leveled up during those 5 seconds during the ready round, they won't fly back. They only fly back when this goes red. So this is something very interesting for us to know. So usually I put unit down first, then I start leveling up. Despite, we don't do the opposite, we don't level up then put unit down in case we run out of time. In this particular case, because of the lag, I actually learned this little trick as well. Now, keep in mind guys, I'm live recording this, so what I'll do after this recording, I'll be answering all the questions on Twitch chat regards to this particular build as well. So let's have a look at this. We're actually fighting different people, and right now, with the 6 elves, we're very strong. So what does this mean is everyone that faces us will be losing massively to us, and as a result, this particular player only lost 2, but usually people lose to 6 or 8 because of our summons, because of how tanky and because of how sustained we are. I have power level to level 8 simply because I wanted more units. I want to be stronger because we can't afford to lose any health right now. So notice here, we found another Marana, and this is something that's very fun. I want to share with you guys as well. I was like, hey, this is a part of the fun game. So what's going to happen now is we're going to have superior air force, and we're going to be calling down arrows from the skies across the map. For those of you that are not aware of Marana, her unit skill mechanics is very unique. The developers made a very nice unit here. What's going to happen is when she gets full mana, she's going to shoot an arrow to the team I'm fighting offensively, and the team I'm fighting offensively, when they get a mana, they're going to shoot an arrow towards us. The arrow is going to come back and forth, and depending on how far the arrow flies, you just saw arrow, and there's arrow, and arrow is going to come towards now. Depending on how far the arrow flies, it stuns them and deal massive damage. So it's very fun. It's a delayed skill shot. Here we're following this arrow, like let's see what happens, and we hit it, and here we won. So we're strong in offense, we're strong on defense. This is very funny as well. So you're going to be watching a lot of arrows flying back and forward. Makes us incredibly strong, but there's a downside. If the unit she's hitting jumps across the field, or if the unit is dead, the arrow is wasted. So you can think of this as a delayed animation of a skill. But it's very fun to watch and catch the arrows, and sometimes this arrow can change around as well. What's happening right now is I want an anti-mage upgrade, I want a windrunner upgrade, I want a Treant Protector, and I want a Furium. So Nature's Prophet, that is. I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 upgrades that I'm pairing up. That's why I'm spending lots of my gold. I am not saving simply because I know I can't afford to lose any round now. Only on 27%, one loss will pay almost the end of us, and we're enjoying the winning streak as well. And I was telling this to Twitch chat, and just when that happens, we lost this round. Massively as well. Now we're down to the last position with only 19%. And usually when I lose a round, ING usually gives me something nice after. Here we're going to put the Lone Druid down. I'm going to make a 3-star Furion, and we're looking for a last trade now. We're going to be fighting Ursa Warriors, and they are no match for the Elf Evasion, to be honest. Here, we're looking for more units. We found the Treant Protector and the Windrunner. That's excellent. That's when I know I can stop and save around 9. So usually with an open force strategy or with a power spike, a powerhouse mid-game strategy like elves and like druids or beasts, you really want all of your units to be 2-star. It's acceptable if one is not 2-star, but you really want your mid-game power spikes early so that you're crushing the players that you're planning to crush. This is because we want to end other players on those leaderboards. We want to end the players here very quickly so they don't get the chance of finding the crucial units they needed, or get the techies, get the other units they needed. We're going to win many fights very easily now with our strong druids and with our strong elves right now. Let me show you this replay. Maybe we see some arrows flying as well. Let's watch my superior air force in action. We're facing a goblin player. As you can see, he's not a full goblin with hunters and undead, but he's still got the alchemist over here. And we shot one arrow that way, and I'm expecting arrows to be flying this way as well. But we're already winning, so the arrows that flies off that way. See, the arrows came and did some damage and massively stunned them. It's really fun to watch. So now it's when I go into savings, where I look for units I want for my next level of upgrade. So what I'm planning right now is, what are the units I'm going to place when I level up? The candidates are Templar Assassin or 2-star Lone Druid. So I'm going to skip a little bit. So now particularly, I'm putting the aim here because I have looked around and I saw a lot of the enemy's unit position is that they're positioned over here, and on a mirror match, they'll verse us over here. On this particular round, they have versed us, and I wasn't that worried about this particular player, so I didn't put that aim to be countering his conquer, but he still went to the conquer, which is very nice. So again, I want to show you a particular matchup when this aim actually hit his target. So I'm looking for Lone Druids and Deuces that's in this particular position. Let's have a look if we find the target this round. And we did. We found the launcher we're looking for, and the 1-star launcher had no chance. Very soon he's going to be up with 2-star launcher, and the same thing is going to happen because I have targeted him and the other Dota player in particular to be burning with my anti-mage. So the anti-mage is paying off its values in massive returns and dividends right now. Oh, Mike's good, that's good. Round 25, nothing special. I took out the actual One Marana in favor of a Templar Assassin because I felt the Templar Assassin with evasion and refraction could be a great tank for us. And we didn't really need that because not many people lose to those harpies. And nothing great came to us. It's fine. Notice how I've been saving the moment I got all my units to 2-star, and the moment I can level to level 9, I will level to level 9. Because I always remind myself I'm an early game build. My goal is to kill as many other players as possible and to be on top 3. That's the first goal for the open fort strategy. The second goal is to be top 2, then to be first. You take them one step at a time. Now you just want to kill as many players as you can while you're still at the below position. Over here, we didn't find the disruptor. Because he was a 1-star disruptor, I saw the tide here and I was like, maybe I should swap my anti-mage. But I don't think I did, simply because I still want to catch the 2 players I want to catch. I'm going to skip a little bit. There's no major changes unless there's going to be a major adjustment. As you can see, players are going to lose to us, and because it's an open fort player, everyone loses to us. Everyone gets bring down low. Again, this time, we didn't burn the right target. Despite the fact we didn't burn the right target, I think we still had this game simply because Templar Assassin with the refraction is just so strong. Yeah, she's almost immortal. We did plan to make an immortal build with elves and 4 Nagas, but unfortunately we died too quickly with elves to get all the 4 Nagas. But we'll get to it. We had 6 warriors and Nagas. Elves are going to be the next one. Let's have a look. This is the one I was looking for. See, this is a 2-star launcher versus a 2-star AM. And anti-mage gave so much value here. Hey, I'm pointing in game as well to show the chat that this anti-mage was here for this particular purpose. And this launcher stood no chance against us. Notice how I also want a Tide Hunter for being level 9, because having a Tide Hunter means we have a Hunter synergy simply for having Windrunner and Marana, which is very nice. Here we just verse a different player. Let me show you this particular formation again. I felt this is a universal formation to be burning a lot of enemies, but as you can tell over there, there's only 4 players left. And notice, being an open fort player, we bring every player down to our level of health. We bring them very low to almost close to our level of health, which is very satisfying to watch, but very scary when you lose a round. And every player right now is thinking, please let this open fort player die. Please don't find me. Because that's what I think for my best open fort player. Round 30, nothing special. Simply because we have enough evasion, we can tank through and we can summon enough things to tank for us. And this Templar over here is very good tank. I think a friend in the Twitch chat, they said the T on TA is for tank assassin. We found the Tide Hunter. This is excellent. I'm gonna level up because I have been counting my units, I have been counting my gold. So even though I went a little further, I leveled up to get a Tide. I gave the Tide a blink dagger instantly for a few reasons I'll explain. I think I also plan to give the Templar Assassin a blink dagger, and I'll explain why. Here I'll be giving to the Templar. I'm gonna pause here. 2 reasons we leveled up. One is that to go with a strategy of be top 3, now we want to be top 2. We want to die. We don't want to die before this guy dies. Having extra Tide enables us to have the Hunter synergy. We have 4 Hunters here, or 3 different Hunters. And having extra Tide gives us a more chance of winning. We don't need the late game. We just need to run faster than him and not die before him. We cut the last player when we get to him. Given a Tide of Blink Dagger, what's going to happen is most AoE will be dealt over here. Being over here or here avoid most of the AoE. And for the Templar over here, she's going to be tanking over here when enemy jumps at her. That's okay, but I really want her to be tanking in there when enemy jumps at her. She's going to get mana so fast and she's going to pop refraction. Having 2-star Templar, she's going to tank 6 physical damages or 6 instance of damage with 43% evasion, that's going to be great. Let's have a look how this fight goes. If the things I said actually come true though. Here we're going to look around the Tide and see if he dodges anything. He dodged most of the damage. Templar is here tanking 2 units, while the Tide tanked the Dragon, the DK, the Dragon Knight, and took his splash damage away from my force. Now that he can't do much damage and we already broke his front line, we're going to easily take the Dragon Knight and kill everything else. And this happens on this guy as well. This is great. So third guy died. Now we're facing the second guy. I know I have advantage, but what I didn't know was he's going to rearrange his team. Because as a good chess player, we should always remember, if you lose to a particular guy and now there's only 2 of you, you should rearrange your team. The best way to counter this blink team is to turn into a ball formation as over here. What I notice here is, I'm going to pause here, something very deadly for me is that if I blink in, if this Doom as long as touches the circle, Doom is going to affect 9 circles right now. If the Doom touches anyone and the techie puts a bomb, what's going to happen is with AC that plus 10 armor and attack speed, and AC is going to reduce armor and attack speed for my units, the tech is going to do so much damage to my units that we can't evade. So that's a massive massive threat for us. I'm contemplating, do I want to Deucer or do I want to 2-star Marana? Because Deucer gives us magic resist. Looking at his team, he's got so much physical, he doesn't have much magical. So I'm like really annoyed that he's not magical. And I saw this, I was like, okay, anti-mage needs to swap his position right now. Templar is doing her job still though. She's tanking a lot. She didn't get refraction off, which is very unfortunate. This is the key here. This bomb here wiped my front line. And once we lose the front line, Elves get squishier and squishier as we go. And we did lose this round. He won that round as well with his superior positioning and with his better item RNG in terms of AC. But now, this is the fight that's very close. I'll walk you through what I'm thinking. What I'm thinking is I need to change the anti-mage positioning. I also want to do so. I also want to 100. We're out of time. So I knew I probably don't need the Enchantress. And I didn't have time. Let's see if I change my anti-mage position. I did get the Deucer. Yeah, I changed my anti-mage position on the last second because I know that's where the Doom is. And I changed the Templar so she doesn't jump in there, she jumps in there. But what happened was he also changed his positioning a little bit, I think. He got the Morphling there. And the Doom is unchanged. But what I forgot was, one particular thing is, because he had an AC, he shred through my anti-mage with ease. We did get the Deucer off, but let me show you over here. We did get the Deucer ulti off, but the techie managed to get his bomb off. The moment he got the bomb off, I basically lost this round and pretty much this game already. Because we can't evade physical damage burst. And we have so low HP on each of the elves, we're very mid-game centric. And this particular round is going to spell the death of our particular builder and the end of this game. This was a great game. I'm going to pause here for you guys to summarize. This was a great game to demonstrate how open thought strategy can be built. And because we got a lucky lone druid at level 5, if we didn't, we'll go to level 6 and level 7 with our savings and really roll for a lone druid, or roll for 6 elves. And that will also get us very strong in the mid game. And with the strong mid game, you really want to push for level 8 to be even stronger because you can't afford to lose. Once you're at level 8 and secured all the 2 stars, you want to go to level 9 as soon as you can, and level 10 as soon as you can. This will enable you to be in the top 3 position most of the time and really pushes forward how fast the game goes. Let's see what the rounds end. The game ended in 33 rounds because it's open for player. If there's no open for player, usually the game goes to trolls at least, or see the Black Dragon at least. So that's something to keep in mind as well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this open fought guide. That's detailed analysis. And that's like commentary by me afterwards onto the game. What I'll do is, not only I'll be posting this guide, I'll be posting this game with its original commentary for you guys to experience both sides of the story. So thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you guys so much for all the support and all the good comments, all the support on Twitch and YouTube. I really appreciate it. And thank you guys. I'll see you guys next time.